Hi, welcome to lessonswithtroy.com. I'm Troy Brenningmeyer. Well, in this week's lesson, we're revisiting a tune that I put up several years ago on the site, back when my site first started, the classic fiddle tune, Red-Haired Boy. Normally played in the key of A, but in this lesson, I'm showing it to you in the key of G, just for learning purposes. And if you're playing with other people, just remember to bring your capo along, and capo on your second fret, and then that'll move everything that I show you today just up 2 frets, and you're good to go. I made several jam tracks with Band in a Box with this one, and I made them both in the key of G and also in the key of A. So that'll really help you, to practice it in both keys then. Just like I said, make sure you have a capo then, and just capo right on your second fret, and you're good to go. So the tablature looks like this. We've got about 2.5 pages of it. And the way that I've arranged this is I have 2 different versions. One version is a really basic version of the melody, and then the second version is a little bit more intermediate or advanced version. Just several different licks there that you can kind of mix and match in this one. And you could even come up with your own arrangement, just kind of mixing and matching some of these licks from the different versions. So if you're ready and got your tablature printed out, let's go ahead and get going learning my newer version of Red-Haired Boy. Okay, so this first section will be basically the whole A part of our basic version, and that will cover the first 4 bars of the tune. Here we go, I'll play it for you. Bars 1, 2, 3, and 4 of your tablature. Here it is slowly. Bit quicker. Okay, so as you can tell there's lots of hammer-ons and pull-offs. Let me give you a little quick, brief tutorial on how to get a good hammer-on and pull-off. First of all, when you're doing hammer-ons, like this first part, there's a pull-off, but the first 2 hammer-ons there, what you want to do is just use the tip of your bar, keep these fingers right behind the bar, and you don't want a large movement like that, just a small movement, but pretty powerful. Okay, so just the tip of your bar. Now when you do your pull-off, especially in this tune, sometimes I tell you to do it at kind of an angle, but with this one, since it's more of a bluegrass tune and we're not using a lot of alternating bass and things going on, simultaneously with your lower strings, I suggest to pull straight back when you're doing these pull-offs and get a real crisp, strong pull-off. Okay, so let's cover this. First of all, you're on your 4th string with your thumb. Do a hammer on 0 to 2. Remember, tilt Tilt your bar just up just a little bit. Nice strong hammer on there. And then on your third string with your index finger, do a hammer on pull off, 0, 2, 0. There we go. So, nice crisp pull off. Make sure your ring finger doesn't get in the way when you pull it off. You don't want to mute out the string. And don't worry so much about if you pull it back and you get a sound on the string behind the string that you're doing the pull off on. All you got to do is just kind of roll your bar back real quick. And you'll get in the habit of that. After you do a pull off, don't hang out too long on the string behind the string that you just played, because you might get a sound, you know, your bar will hit that and maybe make a sound on that. So I always kind of, if I'm doing it slowly, might quickly take my bar off of that so that my ring finger mutes out that previous, or the string behind the one that I just played. Just like that. Behind meaning the lower string. It's kind of like that. And then 0, 1 with your middle finger, hammer on. And then 0, 2, 0, hammer on pull off on your first string. And then you're going to do an open second string with your index, and then bring that thumb up for first fret second string. Now notice with my right hand how I keep my fingers real close to the strings. A lot of times when I bring my thumb up, my middle and index finger are muting out the strings up above my thumb. And I've said that several times in lots of lessons. So really watch that right hand fingering that's written underneath the tab. That'll really help you out. Okay, so that part, going into measure 2, with your thumb, do a hammer on 0 to 1 on your second string, open first string, open third string twice. Notice those are 8th notes, and then back to 16th notes, and then 8th notes there. So those pull-offs is a pull-off 1 to 0 on your second string with your index, thumb 2 to 0 on your third string, and then 3, 3 on your fourth string with your thumb. So notice the rhythm there. And when I play that 3rd fret 4th string, look at my index and middle finger, how I'm grabbing the 2 strings up above the string that I'm playing with my thumb. And then you do a partial little roll there. First string open, third string open, middle to index. Oop. Now, measure 3 is exactly like measure 1. 0, 0 to 2, then 0, 2, 0 on your third string, 0 to 1 on your second string. Right, so that's exactly like measure 1. And then we have this little pickup. So hammer on 0 to 1 on your second string, open first string, open second string, middle to thumb. Notice my right hand there. I got my thumb way up here on my second string. And then 5th fret. Now I cut that off short. You'll see that little 16th note rest there. So do that 0 to 1 hammer on your second string. Open first string, open second string, then go all the way up to your 5th fret first string, cut it off short, and then 5, 5, middle to index, and that's 5th fret first string. And that's with your bar tilted, then bring your bar flat for 5th fret second string. And then open first string, open second string, and then you're going to do a pinch, first string and third string, 3, slide down to 2, pull up to 0, and you're right on your what note you want to hit. 2nd fret, 4th string, and then open 3rd string. And then the little pickup, open 1st string, open 3rd string, will bring you back. Check out the repeat, and then that brings you back to measure 1. Right, measure 2. Little pickup, open 1st string, open 3rd. Measure 3. Now you go to, now for your second ending, or second ending, you'll basically skip measure 4 and you go straight to measure 5, which is exactly like measure 4, except the very last 2 notes, which is going to pick up and lead into our B section. That little hammer on 0 to 2 at the end of measure 5 there. So remember, play measures 1 through 4, and then skip back or repeat to measure 1, and then play measures 1 through 3, skip over 4, and go right to 5. And always keep in mind what measures you've learned that will repeat later. So measures 1 and 3 are exactly the same. Measures 4 and 5 are exactly the same, except for the last 2 notes of those measures. Okay, so let me play this. Here's the A part of the basic version. Right there, that 0 to 2 hammer on in measure 5 will lead us right into our part B, or B section of our basic version. So let's go ahead and move on to that now.